Alrighty then, good afternoon there everybody, Silver Dragon here, coming at you with another look at Shroud of the Avatar. This is Release 3. Let me actually turn this up a little bit more. There we go, lovely. Alright, so yes, Shroud of the Avatar has gotten its, oh god, now it's too loud, apologies. My god, I have it like low, like right down to the low bar, like 5. I guess music is a little loud. As you can see right here, Release 3 comes with online multiplayer, which is the main focus of this release. So we actually have, you know, a lot of people running around, they can chat, and so on and so forth. That is the main aspect of this release. So we can run around here if we so desire. Let me scroll on up here. So yeah, we have the online multiplayer, we have some emotes now that are tossed into the game. There's a third town, shopkeepers should now be working, as well as some configurable controls. There have been some improvements as well to crafting, auto place. Once you've discovered a recipe, you can automatically place the required ingredients into the crafting pool and whatnot. Starter recipes, recipe status, more recipes. We got 52 more recipes, bringing the total to about 153 recipes apparently. Quick, steal his bread! Looks like the guard is not going to be talking to us this time around on our way in for the online multiplayer aspect of it at least. So let's just run on through here. So other than that, everything is about the same, although it looks like the NPCs aren't really talking to us in this online multiplayer section. Obviously, they'd have to be like, "Hail and question" to everybody that passes by, but still. Whoa, a bit of lag here. So, because of some of the changes that they've made, a lot of the loot chests are also gone as well. Of course, some still exist, like the ones in here. Although I wonder if they still have any loot. As you can see, they don't. They've already been looted clean. So we have some people running around here. So there's not too much I can actually show off, considering I'm a, you know, penniless guy here who can't really shop or do anything. I can talk to the vendor here. I can see brass, blue fish, red fish. That's all the items he sells right now. My current gold. So I do have some gold, actually. Greetings, madame. You unfortunately do not sell me anything. How about yourself? Lettuce, potatoes, tomatoes, turnips. Somebody sell me a sword. Proposed exchange. Let me actually go talk to this one guy here. Who knows, maybe they'll actually sell me a pint of ale. Yeah, bowstring, chest mechanism. I find it hilarious this guy's a blacksmith, he won't even sell you any equipment. Essentially. I find that to be mildly hilarious. Alright, what have we got in here? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's all been picked clean. Alright, let's get out of here then. There's not really too much to look at here. So yeah, there's also, let me scroll on down here. Some player-made music has been added into the game for your listening pleasure, as it were, with the Bards of Poets Circle Guild, apparently. Have selected a list of their songs to be played on here. Oh, this is lovely. Let's just invade this guy's home. Go, go, go. Quick. Steal all his stuff. Oh, wow, this is really nice, actually. Teleport! Not bad, not bad. Let's see what he's got in the crapping tower. Oh. Nice, nice. Little decorative area here. Good view of everything. Okay, let's hop on down. Whee! No damage, like a boss, like a boss. But no, I digress. Let's get out of here. Let's go see if we can check out this new town. Apparently ladders as well that have been scattered around. You can now climb them, even though by climbing it you literally just teleport up to the next floor, which is kind of, you know, unfortunate. I mean, it seems kind of lazy in a way. It's like you couldn't just make a quick animation where they climb the ladder, you just had to make them teleport up to the top. Oh well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Anyway, other than that, they were actually they were planning on disabling housing for this build because of the complexity of dealing with ownership and multiplayer. Realized though that we could leave it functional in single player online without having to spend time solving the multiplayer issues. This means you can still experience house ownership and decoration, but only in a single player online mode. Ah, I see. Teleport! Of course, we've already been to this one town here already. Oh, jeez. Almost sneezed there. Close. Good music. I've already been here before. So I'm now wondering, how do we swap where we're teleporting to? What's up, crazy lady? Damn it. No, I can't seem to do that. I'll have to look around to see what I can see then in that case. Jump! Because we've already looked through this whole town. Now, unfortunately, they don't really tell you in this thing exactly how to get to the new town. So before, I remember I'd said that I would hope, or had hoped that there would be some overworld stuff and some combat in this build. And unfortunately, I had not, you know, read the builds correctly. This build was set to be the build that gets multiplayer integration. That was it, for the most part. And some minor improvements, and of course a new town to explore. Which is actually an interesting town. I believe I'm actually here now. This might be it. I don't know. Let's go look and see. Yep, this is the one. This is the, let me see what it's called here, the small town of Bremer. And it starts all overgrown like this and kind of run down like you can see. But as more people move in to this area, it'll become a little bit more like a town. It'll get larger and so on and so forth according to the sort of the Shroud of the Avatar peoples. Oh, wow. Interesting. Everyone's kind of chillaxing over here, apparently. It's kind of odd of you holding a mug, though. They're having some kind of like player-made play here going on or something. No, I can't seem to get inside here. Oh, that's a shame. Still, this is the small town we get here, the extra town. Can't really go inside any of these, it seems. What's up, puppy? Alright, yeah, there's not really too much to explore here. So this build doesn't really have much of interest to us here today. It's mostly just, you know, more exploring, crafting, and such. Of course, I can't really do much of that in and of itself anyway, because I have no way to really make a lot of money to do so. Oh wow, people are flying around here now. Alright, let's go through the other side of town then. Oh god. Hilarious stuff going on here, it seems. But again, this doesn't really, like, looking around here, it's interesting, it's nice to see that we finally did get a multiplayer aspect of things in here. Although, you know, a multiplayer aspect of not being able to really integrate with the NPCs as well, like I didn't go into the tavern. I'll probably head back out of here and see if I can go to the tavern and converse with at least the bartender. Because if I can't converse with the bartender at the very minimum, then with multiplayer enabled, then that's, you know, bringing or taking out pretty much the most interesting aspect of Shroud of the Avatar in this build. The conversations you can have with the NPCs, and even though, you know, at this point in time, they're just like, huh? What? I don't understand you. Speak again, you know? They don't really communicate properly, as one would imagine. I'm sure they'd build that up over time, as I've said before, but you know, that's pretty much one of the best aspects of the game that intrigues me, and if they're removing it for this build, then that's like, well, hell. And it's actually the fourth build, the one I was thinking of here, which actually is going to be adding in the world map and some couple of locations where you'll be able to go and battle your enemies with basic combat and harvest materials to use for making stuff and so on and so forth. So all that basic stuff is going to be, excuse me, in the next build. And then after that, there's nothing announced for any of the further builds. So we really don't know what's happening after the next build yet. Nothing's really been announced. Kill the deer! Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Oh, this is a lovely little place here. Little windmills out there in the mountaintops. That's intriguing. There's the glowing ball of death. Nah, the monster shield, or whatever the hell it's called. I find it ironic that there's such advanced technology here. But anyway. Again, though, it's interesting, but I kind of want to see more along the combat and all that kind of stuff, you know, and the interaction with the NPCs, because without that, this game just doesn't intrigue me at all in that sense. It just seems like, you know, Housing Simulator, the MMO, basically, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's see if I can find the tavern. Well, I'm not being allowed inside that, so what we got up here? No, there's nothing over here. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm not really sure where the tavern was now. Oh, I think it's over here, actually. Yeah, it's right over here around the corner. On the left side. There it is, right there. Ye Olde Tavern. Open up. Really? You're not gonna let me inside the bar? Wow, so they have completely removed NPC interaction here. That blows. That really freaking blows. Rarg. Wow, then I guess that's pretty much all that there is of interest for this build, really is. Okay, congratulations, we have multiplayer now. You can walk around and talk with other people and friend other people, and that's about it. Damn, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Sure, some of the extra additions, you know, the shopping, a lot of the crafting stuff. Not that we can really test a lot of that because we don't get, you know, we aren't given a lot of these crafting materials. Like if we can't gather these crafting materials that we need in order to craft this stuff, you gotta give us the materials to do it. so we can test out all these new crafting recipes and find any bugs and shit. I mean, come on. Instead, they just kind of throw you in here, give you 100 gold, and be like, okay, have fun. And it's like, well, how? Oh, hey, I can go look around at other people's houses that I know that I can't afford and probably won't afford for a very long time, and so on and so forth. Oh! Getting stuck trying to get up here. Bug report. And so on and so forth. So all around, I just find this build kind of disappointing overall, but, you know. What can you do? What can you do? It's not like it's nothing we haven't already done a million times before. And I'm not even going to bother looking at the crafting recipes and everything because I don't have anywhere near the materials or having to, you know, scavenger hunt for all the materials in order to bother with it. And other than that, yeah, there's really nothing much else to really show today. Swimming has been pushed back. Advanced player housing with the waterfront properties and the basements has been pushed back. The game loop, of course, which is, you know, adventure, loot, spend, craft, and quest has been isn't coming out till the next release. They've only done rudimentary optimizations, so major performance improvements, because you can kind of see it's lagging a little bit. Isn't going to be out till the next build, or God knows when. In that sense. Shame, I can't even sit on this, I can't even sit down on the table here. And so on and so forth. What a lovely porch we have back here. I don't think I ever noticed this porch, actually. And what else? Oh yes, and more to the crafting system with, let's see, resource gathering, for repair, enhancement, and all that good stuff. Skill checks to building of the crafting of the items. All of that will be in a later build. So really, this is like pretty much all we have to show for this build. Is just some of the multiplayer in that new town. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else fancy or interesting to really look at this time around. So hopefully we'll see more next time. We'll have to, you know, just keep checking back and see what they add to it. But so far this doesn't really seem like an MMO that I really want to spend a lot of time playing. Because, you know, just to get a house and decorate it with stuff. I mean, there have been other MMOs that have, you know, had housing, that have had even really detailed customization of housing, that have had far better gameplay. Obviously, this is still early, but they seem to be releasing things, you know, in a way that we don't really want to see, or from what we want to see. We want to see more combat. We want to see more, you know, interaction with NPCs, more things that make the game really interesting and unique. And we haven't really seen much of that right now outside of the crafting system. And of course some house customization. But again, I'd rather play this for the combat and the intrigue and all that kind of stuff. You know, give me a good storyline and all that. Otherwise, what's the point? But we'll see all that next time in the next release, Release 4, which will have some combat and the overworld. We'll finally get to see some of the overworld and transition around it and so on and so forth. And be able to maybe go on a quest or so and see what we can get up to. And so on and so forth. But I'm really going to be interested to see how that works out as well. Like, we've all seen, I'm sure we've all seen the Shroud of the Avatar videos previously, where they did that one quest and killed the necromancer or something and took his bone chair. And that dragon bone chair is effing badass. We've actually seen it in one of the keeps around here somewhere. I think it was out the waterfront area. But if everyone gets that thing, like, you know, at level 5, they go into that, they get that quest to go find this bone chair, and every single house has this bone chair. I can see it being a very boring item in that case, you know. It's got to be something really, you know, interesting and hard to acquire. Maybe you could, you know, dye it black or something just to make it unique. Would be intriguing. But again, we'll have to wait and see what comes with the next release, because Because, yeah, as it stands right now, that's about it. There's nothing else truly intriguing. Of course, level 1, there's nothing really new in all of this. I can lower the damn music volume so I can raise everything else up and not be so damn quiet. Unfortunately, it was just so bloody loud that I didn't bother raising it up any. Anyway, I digress. That's pretty much everything to show today, really. There's nothing really new with housing. There's nothing really new with anything else. It's just online multiplayer. Some extra little bits and bobs tossed in crafting, which I won't be able to explore anyway. And yeah. Oh, and apparently we have a cracked moon, I'm just now noticing. I'm not sure why I did not notice this before, but apparently we have a shattered moon, which I cannot get a better vantage point on. It appears this is the only vantage point I can get of that shattered moon. Damn, that is badass, though. I would be very intrigued to see the lore on that shattered moon. That is kind of cool, actually. My god, you guys are making way too much noise to your feet right now. Let's see if we can get up on the wall here and get a better look at it. And of course, there's that hilarious thing with the sound effects engines you can hear right now. Everyone who walks anywhere makes the same damn sound effect. Regardless of whether they're walking on is grass or stone, it seems. No, unfortunately, it's too late to get a really good view of that. But still, that's pretty badass looking, I have to say. I haven't seen that before. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. It's a bit of a short update today, but then again, just like last time, there wasn't really much to show. This time around, just a new town, and actually, that's pretty much it, just a new town, and shopping, basically. The shopkeepers, that's about all we really have here. That's interesting. And of course, I'm not going to bother with any friends, the blocking and all that, blah, blah, blah. No, I have no real interest in that right now, as is. So I'll have to wait and see. Like, the thing is with this game is there are a lot of MMOs out there, you know. There are dozens and dozens of active MMOs right now that are out there that you can play that have a lot of different and varying really good gameplay to them, different styles, and it's a very, in that sense, MMOs are a very oversaturated genre right now, as it were. So you really need something unique to make your game interesting. Otherwise, your people are going to play it for like a month or two, or maybe even a couple months, and then your subscriber count is just going to plummet, and you'll have nothing left at that point. So you really need to invest. You really need to make something unique and a very uniquely interesting experience that's going to make us want to come back and play it more and more and more. At this point, I'm just not seeing that. You know. The housing is interesting, but honestly, other games have had that, and it doesn't necessarily make or break the game. I mean, hell, Darkfall had that, and I've loved the hell out of Darkfall. But yeah, anyway, I digress. That's about all there really is to show, so have yourselves a great one, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will have to catch you all next time for some more Shroud of the Avatar, which is the build I've actually been waiting for this entire time. Build Release 4. We'll have to see what the combat adds, how the combat feels, how it plays out. We can actually go, hunt some resources down, use those resources to craft things, and so on and so forth. And after that, God knows, because I believe it said March 20th is the release of Release 4. Roughly, I'm assuming, in line with everything else, I'm assuming it's going to be 20th to the 22nd, because it's usually a 2-day run that they do with this stuff. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go out in the wild here because I'm tired of hearing them walking around. There we go. Peace and quiet at last. My lord. Noisier than a town with a bunch of cars. I can still hear them this far away. That's terrible. Dear lord, what kind of steel clogs are these people wearing throughout town? Still. Wow, that's sad. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, that's the build I've been waiting for. Don't know how long it'll last, but we'll have to see. And after that, God knows what they're going to release. They might release a new schedule. and what content they plan on releasing in the builds after Build 4. They may not release anything after that for a while. I really have no idea, to be honest. We'll just have to wait and see what they come up with. So again, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great one, and I will catch you all another time with some more Shroud of the Avatar. Peace out, everybody.